What's up everyone, Tokyo Brandon, and we're back. I have another preview for you, a 3-game preview in Japanese baseball, 3-game series. Today we're going to go over the Yakult Swallows Hiroshima Carp 3-game series that starts Tuesday, goes Wednesday and Thursday. Before I get to the preview, I want to let you know I am WagerTalk's #1 capper right now in profit in the year 2021. I'm also winning 62% of my Asian baseball plays right now. That is both Japanese and Korean KBO baseball. Until the end of this month, WagerTalk's doing a special offer. If you order my Japanese and Korean baseball seasons, which go all the way through to October, you can get both of those seasons through October every day, about 3 to 4 picks per day, for $499. That comes to about $1 a pick. So grab that great deal. Just go to Tokyo Brandon's WagerTalk page and it's right there. Check out, no code needed. So it's a great deal. Go grab that at Tokyo Brandon's page at WagerTalk.com. Now, on to the preview. The Yakult Swallows are traveling to Hiroshima to take on the Carp in a 3-game series. So when I break down a series, I like to look at the starting lineups, I like to look at the rotations, and I like to look at the bullpens. So let's look at those 3 categories for these 2 teams. First of all, this is going to be played at Mazda Zoom Zoom, which is a hitter's park. Generally, this park allows about 12% to 13% more runs than other parks. So it's a hitter's park. These are Central League teams, so the pitchers will be pretending to bat, which will bring the scores down a little bit. Let's look at rotations first. I don't like either one of these rotations. If I had to pick one, I think Hiroshima Carp have a little bit better rotation because they have guys like Osera who can hold it down. Yakult really doesn't have anyone in their starting rotation that is frightening or that really holds scores down. Their best pitcher is Ogawa, and he has a tendency to get smoked once in a while. He'll have 2-run game, and then he'll give up 6. He'll give up 7, so he does have tendency to have a clunker. The Carp, on the other hand, have one stud. His name is Osera. He's an absolute stud. But besides him, they have a guy named Morishita, who was a rookie last year. He has decent numbers this year. He's tending to come back to life now after a really dynamic start. He doesn't really scare me as far as bringing scores down. Osera is really the only guy in either one of these lineups who, as a hitter, I wouldn't want to face. Let's look at lineups. Yakult Swallows have probably the 3rd best lineup in all of Japan. They have guys who can really put it over the fence from 2 to 8. They have Murakami, who is currently the home run champ. They have Yamada, who absolutely can put it over the wall. Their leadoff guy, Shiomi, is one of the best. They have Norichika Aoki, who played for the Rangers. He's a very good hit for average hitter, even in his age. They have Osuna, they have Santana, they have a very fierce lineup. Let's look at the Hiroshima Carp lineup. They've got guys who can put it over the fence as well. In particular, they have Suzuki Seiya, stud. He can put it over the fence anytime. They're mainly packed with guys who hit for average. Guys like Noma, Kozono, Matsuyama. They can put ducks on the pond, but then guys like Kikuchi and Suzuki can bring them home. So their lineup is actually quite formidable. So we got 2 pretty good lineups. Let's look at the bullpens. I have both of these bullpens ranked number 6 and number 8 out of 10. Neither bullpen is very good. Yakult's is actually quite poor. They have absolutely nobody who can hold it down. Hiroshima at least has a bona fide closer, but Yakult does not. So regarding bullpens, both of these teams are lacking severely. So what do we do in a case like this where we have 2 powerful lineups, 2 bad rotations, and 2 bad bullpens? I think you know where this is going. I'm going to be looking for a lot of overs. I did just a simulation with average starting pitchers, and an average game between these two with average starting pitching has a score of 9.15. So between these two teams, as long as Osera's not pitching, if I see a 7.5 or an 8, I'm going to take the over. But I'm particularly going to be looking for team totals. If I see any team total 3.5 for either team, I'm going to be betting over 3.5 for team totals. Team totals for Japanese baseball are widely available on FanDuel and DraftKings, and I do like betting team totals. So that's how I'm going to be approaching this series. Regarding a side, I don't really see an advantage for either team. If Osera is going for Hiroshima, then I would give Hiroshima a bit of an advantage on the side. But rather than side, I'm going to be looking for overs because we have two really good hitting teams, two pretty bad rotations, and two pretty bad bullpens. So that's my summary of this 3-game series between the Yakult Swallows and the Hiroshima Carp. Again, $499 for both of my Japanese and Korean baseball seasons all the way through October. Comes to about $1 per pick, and I'm the #1 capper at WagerTalk, winning 62% of my Asian baseball. Go to Tokyo Brandon's page, grab that special. I'll be back with more, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Salute.